Good evening, it's Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom. I am a hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner, timeline coach, published author with a new book called Coming Out My Wisdom Breeze. But tonight, I want to talk about how I enterprise my negativity to expand my life. And the negativity is all around us. But we always get caught up in it and we keep repeating. Every negative story you repeat, you're ingraining and embedding that story deeper into your life. And the more you dramatize it, traumatize it, embellish it, the bigger and bigger that story becomes. And the more subconsciously ingrained that becomes a safety net. And it also stops you from moving forward. And it really stops you from expanding your life. The stories I'm talking about the stories, not the events. The stories from yesterday stop you from moving forward today. Because negativity is embedded in the stories and it's embedded inside you. And to look good and make it like it's a bigger situation than it is, we embellish it and we blow it out of proportion. How many times have you heard somebody or watched somebody, you know the event, but by the time you heard it, it was almost like it was World War 22. And that is where we become locked and blocked in yesterday. Because the negativity of today is showing us where the blocks in our life are. Negativity is a block. Negativity is a pattern, a behavior, and a habit to escape, and it's a thief of your dreams. It's a thief of your life. And what negativity does is steals the imagination, the inspiration, the wisdom, and everything out of life, and it keeps you living in the same place you've always lived. You look at today and you look around, we're not a whole lot different than our ancestors except for travel and things like that, but the mindset of the people is still the same. Except we have a more entitlement mentality than they used to have. And that's where we stay stuck. And we stay locked and blocked in what we've always done. But negativity steals from us. But it steals our own stuff. And it really blocks us from doing anything. But it really shuts us down in our own innovative wit. But negativity, they use the negativity in life to control us. Because if I can keep you backbiting and I was bad at that stuff. I really was. And I really apologize to everybody on that. And I really but what I really want to say here is negativity is a thief of a dream. And they keep the news negative so we stay the same. And we stay in the same patterns and habits and behaviors as history. They say learn from history, but they're really using history to control us and keep us in the same place all the time. But I really come to understand that negativity, my negativity is actually what's showing me physically where my blocks are in my own life. So if you can address the negativity, you can expand your life because you stop the story. You know, I first got in this, said you got to create the story. And every time you tell the story of of all your challenges, you're still embedding them challenges. From here forward, from everything forward, it's got to be a clean slate, faceless, blameless, shameless, and clear. Because if you stay stuck in the story, because everything negative is coming from here, because this is a pristine, clean slate for us to be the fashion designer of our dreams. But we do never ever go there because we're afraid of the now, because the now is a clean slate. There's no memories, there's no events. We design and fashion the events to the outcomes we desire to experience. But trying to experience something, and with the story of yesterday, because you look at how much we traumatize things today. We blow things way out of proportion, and I want to take this time to send my prayers and wishes to the people in Alabama that just had tornadoes, and to the people in Boulder, Colorado for the incident for the tragedy that happened there. So I send my prayers and respect to them people. But see, people get so caught up in the negativity, and then they get caught up in the stress and the overthinking the negativity, and then they get stressed and anxiety takes over their life, and they never can get out of it because they keep the negative events from the past, and it makes the negative events from the past makes the now negative. And all negativity is a now born energy, galvanizing, astute, trend-setting, invigorating, visionary innovation today, as it has in your life. See, negativity is a self-inflicted behavior and habit. And we stay in negativity because it's easy. When you have to stop letting go of the thinking memory mind and unbind that mind, you start unwinding inside, and there's a sense of limbo in there. And all limbo is, there's nothing there. You're just out, you're kind of like floating through the air, with the present day presenting the wisdom, innovation, and everything to move you forward. But we stay stuck because that story is easy to stay inside because it's familiar and it's a comfort zone. Even though everything we don't like is a comfort zone, we don't want to let it go because this is an unknown, and the emotions and the feelings from the past are going to go, whoa, we don't know where to go here. So it's really about liberating the emotions and the feelings. This is a whole gamut. You got to let go in the body, the feelings and the emotions, and the thinking, the knowing, and the memories. And whatever has the most amped up charge to it is what you're going to grasp onto. That's why we grasp onto the unsavory events in our lives, because that is what's charged the emotions and the feelings of your life. And that is what's keeps you locked and blocked, because when you're wound up in them emotions and feelings, that takes over your thinking, and then your knowing and the memories come in, and then you stay the same, because them thoughts are from the feelings. The emotions is the speaking of the body, and your emotions are to me, this is personal, and it can be, but the emotions are the spiritual energy, because when something's occurring, you feel it in the emotions and in your gut before you feel it anywhere else. And once that emotion and feeling is energized, your brain and your thoughts and your knowing comes into effect, and that's where you stay. And that's why the negative response is coming. And if you were like me, I had a lot of upbringing with negative responses, and you know, when your parents, they try to make the kid perfect. My parents knew I wasn't, but you know, they never let you have a chance to mess up, and they got mad at you for anything, and they wanted you to be perfect. And once they get into that and they say things, that scar is there forever. Because what I did last Tuesday is I went to a coffee shop and I sat down and wrote every negative thing I could think of in my childhood till today, And I wrote it out. And then when I finished the coffee, I took that and I shredded it. I'll show you. I shredded it. I ripped it this way and this way. And I ripped it in, and I walked over to a garbage can and I threw it in the garbage can and I left. So I left all the negativity behind me. And never write negative things in your house or where you live or work. Go someplace where you can shred it, throw it in the garbage can, and walk on, because that liberates you from it. But the thing that I really want to express to you is the trauma. Whenever something unsteady or unsavory occurs, keep it under 12 words. It's like going down the road, having a flat tire, going across the median, almost hitting a semi, coming across back, hitting another semi, and almost a pillar on the bypass, then coming to rest on the side of the road. The story is the nowography. Don't write stories, you write a nowography, and that's writing about your life now. Had a flat tire, changed the flat tire, on my way. 9 words. All the rest doesn't need to be involved, because it just embellishes and ingrains the bullshit of the story. And that's all trauma and trauma is just BS. But a lot of the trauma and drama is feeding the egotistical arrogance and the know-it-all ignorance, so you look good in other people's eyes. And that's what we do. We try to make the story so we look really good in somebody else's eyes. But yet when the subconscious hears that, and it's embedding that as what they think keeps you safe. So whatever you're doing, you want to make sure you keep the story small, 10 words or less, because that subconscious mind has recorded every word, everything you've ever done, and it has a whole different way of listening or ingraining it than you think it does. The subconscious mind is about an 8-year-old, 9-year-old. And that's a lot of reasons sometimes we haven't expanded out of high school. And if you're looking at the world and you look at the politicians of the world, you can see the high school. Everybody wants to be right, and it has to be my way. We can no longer communicate ideas or anything forward. And that's where as long as I can say something negative about what that person is saying or cut it down, and I've done this a lot, and as long as I can say something negative or something unsavory about it, I'm a hero in my mind. Well, actually, I'm the zero. Because when you are wanting to discredit that person with negativity, there's a fear. Fear is like water. Fear seeks its own level. Whatever your fears are, you want everybody to be here. Anybody up here, you're going to ridicule. Ridicule and laughing at somebody for their idea, that's a fear because it isn't your idea. And a lot of people do fear and ridicule trying to look smart and wise in other people's eyes. And you know, the more I get ridiculed now and the more I hear the laughter, the more fear I understand that person's in. And they will never move forward, because an egotistical, arrogant person will only move forward as far as they are. Most know-it-all ignorant people wake up in the morning, do the same thing all day, go to bed in a stressful, anxious mood because they don't understand where they're at in life. So as you move your life forward, let go of the drama and the storytelling. Make it as simple as you can. Simplicity is the honesty and the truth of the situation. Because trauma and drama is a reality. That's creating a reality of fiction. And that's where negativity comes from. The more drama, and nothing's ever good enough. In negativity, nobody's ever good enough. I was there. Hell, I don't have no problem admitting where I've been. Because as long as I can look forward and see from here on out, that's a clean slate. I can do everything I want. The only thing that's going to hold me back is if I start thinking and never look back. You think back. That's what hindsight is thinking back. You know, when you get done with the situation, you come, oh, hindsight's 2020. Hindsight is that way. When you come up with when you get new wisdom from a situation, that's foresight. You always want to have foresight because you're moving onward and upward to expand your life. And that is where it is. Because when you look back, you're in the rat-a-tat crap of yesterday. And that's just what it is. You know, the world today can't handle candor. They don't like the truth, and they don't like it straightforward. They just want it effortless and convenient. As long as I don't have to put anything out, I'm good. Well, when you're afraid to move forward, you're living in doubt. Because the world is going to show you everything to expand you. Something else that I've really awakened to: challenges and chaos, them are awards of your spirit. Because they understand you're this far, so we'll give you a challenge to expand you. Challenges are awarded for you to reap the rewards of a new way of life. But we've been taught challenges are challenging. Well, challenges ain't challenging. They're life expanding experiences to open your eyes to open your energetic eyes to your wanderer's eyes to expand through life. We're afraid to expand because that means we're going to have to leave all the drama and trauma and all the other things. And everybody says, can't you? What is good from the past, you will recall when you need. But when it's required to expand you. But when you recall the drama and trauma, you're stuck in the drama and trauma because it overtakes your thinking. Then you get caught up in the overthinking. And your body tells you everything you need to know about life. Your eyes are in front to see the whole world, and your disposal system's in the back to leave the crap back there. And I know that sounds a little bit different, but that gives you a good analogy of where to move your life forward. But negativity is now born enterprising gumption, aggrandizing today's innovative visionary intuition, tantalizing yazzajazz to dance with your dreams, to live your life of luxurious leisure. Because when you open your eyes and you stop listening, and you stop hearing the turdocracy from behind you, you open your eyes to move forward. And the world is never going to show us anything we can never expand through. It will always show you everything required to move forward. And that's the thing about it. Negativity is actually an awakening, showing you where you have to put the energy to expand and enterprise enterprise your whys to move forward. And the more you can elevate above your knowing, thinking mind, the more you unbind your life and live the dreams you desire. And so when you can understand negativity is just showing you the story you've always lived, that's all negativity shows you, is what you always lived. And when you can open your eyes to the enterprising of it, you can move forward. And that is what we do. But anyway, because the now is just a clean slate for you to fashion, design, draw, paint, and color your desired life. And you are going to unhook that plow of disallow, so just reach back there, pull the pin, throw it away, and just keep walking, because that plow of disallow is back there. The frontiersman fashioneer is within you to draw and paint this any way you want to, any way you desire. Because as you open your eyes to the enterprising wizardry within you, you free your entrepreneurial skills. With that, I'm going to do a 3-minute meditation, and then I'm going to close out the show, and I wish everybody a good weekend. Now just sit back and relax. As you feel all the negativity from all the negativity you've ever encompassed is now leaving in a bold, bright way. As you watch that dark ball go over the hill, you see the sun rise. Guys are in your genuine entrepreneurial jazz, stimulating, enterprising resolve to evolve of your dreams. You're free now and liberated to live the now with a wowing sensation of trailblazer wizardry. You are free and ambling through life with a gambler's gumption, because life is to be experienced now in a bold, bright way. So as I can open up to the now, I naturally optimize the wonderfulness of my life. As I feel free, I see myself free. As I witness my life flowing of lavish, endless abundances, as I dance with my dreams. I dance in my dreamers' paradises, rolling the dice because I trusted my abilities, agility, and my dexterous daredevilry to fly above everything I know, think, and thought, because I unleashed my imagination, wisdom, inspiration, innovation, intuition, and trailblazer talents to ballet through life with ease, because I now understand challenges are awarded to me to expand me through life, and the reward is a liberation and that deliberately opens my eyes to the wealth of me that sets me free to enjoy life today and every day in a big, bold, bright way, because I now play on my pastures of plush prosperity, as I feel my inner peace calmly expand me through life, because I liberated myself internally, feeling energized, because I turned on my brain power and my brain prowess to understand life is forever expanding as my heart is open and my heart is filled and flowing with love to illuminate omnific visionary energy to forever stroll through life with ease and an effortless smile, because I awaken to my true talents today. And I utilize my true talents from here to eternity. And thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson, Cowboy Wisdom. My website's mycowboywisdom.com, and my books are available at amazon.com/author/Robert A. Wilson. And I just finished hypnotherapy school, and I'm going for another 250 hours of hypnotherapy, because I want to see the world expand out of yesterday to be of the new now wow, to waltz of wisdom, wealth, health, and success. And with that, I'm going to say goodnight, and may your life always be a blessed as you are a blessing to me in the world.